I'm at school, as you can see, and there's sorry, I'm looking around because it's like, is someone gonna come and disturb me while I'm talking? Talking to y'all. I missed day 9 yesterday. Missed day 9, so this is day 10. And yeah, interesting. Well, I mean, it's all interesting, right? Interesting process. Where am I at? Just feels like there's been a lot going on. Did I tell you about? I'm not sure I told you about how I went with my deaf facility welcome speech. Beyond nervous, which I always am, like when talking like with the principal, as in when the principal's there and I'm talking and stuff. It's like, important people. And so, yeah, I felt like I bumbled my way, and I felt like I was making, facial expressions that showed that I was nervous and all this stuff. I felt that it went really shit. And I think because beforehand there were a few different routes that I thought that I could take it, and I hadn't set on a route yet, and I also hadn't set on like the start, because I think if you've got like the start, the start sentence or whatever sorted, that kind of helps you. But because I didn't have that either, I was a bit, I don't know, I felt I was fumbling my way, and that I was trying to say the things and trying to get my point across and trying to, I don't know, and I thought, like, when you watch someone speaking and they're really nervous and you just feel really like uncomfortable for them or really nervous for them, and it's not comfortable. It's not a comfortable time, like, listening to them. And you're more focused on that than what they're actually saying. And I thought that that's what people would say about my talk. I thought that would be the gist of it, that people would be like, you did well, or not even say anything at all. And then afterwards, and even for days afterwards, like even 2 days, yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, people kept saying to me, geez, you did really well. You did exceptionally well. I think there's a class coming out to go on the equipment near where I've parked my stuff. So I might just grab my things, because I think they're just coming out to have photos or something. Anyway, you can see them all behind me. Yeah, people going, so you're obviously really good at public speaking, or so you public speak often, and you seem really comfortable with public speaking. And I was like, were you in the same thing that I was? Were you there? Did you have a vastly different experience? And I wonder if, because like since then, I've realised that I'm full being. I'm now like the essence of the Philosopher's Stone, as in like it's not an energy that's kind of around me, or when I say, it's not like it's something I'm connected to, but I'm not being it. It's like Cute little kid just running around the thing. It's like I am its essence, and I'm being the Philosopher's Stone in everything that I do. And so if that's the case, because I did this code, right, which I put on the thing, and after I did that code, it felt like everything changed. As in, like, my vibration changed. And I just now am the Philosopher's Stone in everything that I'm being. And so if that's the case, it's like, my experience of the public speaking was that I was shit, that I was terrible, that I was nervous and bumbly and blah, blah, blah. But the experience of the other people, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. I feel like there are all these concepts and things that kind of starting to come into play, but I just don't even have words for them yet. Like, they're not a thing yet, so I don't even have words for it. I have noticed a little preppy in my son's class who is, I don't know, going to the toilet. The kids go to the toilet all the time. Anyway, I've noticed changes, right? I've noticed physical changes. As in, when I say physical changes, I mean like I've noticed things that have changed. I've noticed that, right? Because in real life, well, not in real life, previously, people would have said, you're a bumbling mess. Or maybe not. Or, we felt your nervousness or whatever. Not like, you're really good. You should do this more often. This is your thing. Maybe it is Easter hat time. I don't know. It's just like kids everywhere. So that, right? I feel like I've been calmer with the kids, more gentle, more, I don't know, understanding, which is something that I was prior to my middle child. And I think because she had hearing loss and you don't get any time to sit with it and feel it and process it when those sorts of things, when you have a child born with hearing loss, you just, each day by day. So yeah, I'm feeling like I am calmer with them, more calm with them, with the kids. I'm just continuing to welcome in the new. I did have a dream last night about making codes or energetics, images and symbols in a vastly different way and using them in a vastly different way. So that was interesting. What else was there? I think there was like a few bits and pieces that I was like, just even my feelings around money and my feelings around business and being more intuitive led. Like talking to a friend and she is taking the things that are around her and what other people are doing and how can I make this work for me. I like how that is, I'm going to make it work for me. Whereas, I don't know, I feel like there's a different vibration when you are the energy of the Philosopher's Stone. You are a creation. Everything I create is with the energy of the Philosopher's Stone now. Everything I do, everything I say, everything I speak, everything is with the energy of the Philosopher's Stone, is the merging of the light and the dark, is the expression of something else that we've never seen. So I'm not just recreating the same shit that someone else has created. I'm creating something vastly different, and maybe it's a process, right, for other people. It's just that I've been in it for longer. I've been in that transmuting process, working with the darkness for such a long time that, yeah, the natural next thing is being the Philosopher's Stone, being the essence of the two things together. Yeah, so literally every single thing I create, all the energy that I put in, even my dressing, to be honest. I meant to say, I really don't have a lot of clothes. I've either grown out of them or they just don't feel aligned. This jacket does. I love this jacket. We could call it a phoenix, right? Yeah, I really love it. So, yeah, I really don't have a lot of clothes. And watching people like Trini, I can't remember her last name, Trini and Susanna Trini London Trini. Really watching her, and I've been watching her for probably about a year or so, and her watching what she does in relation to clothes and trying on all sorts of different clothes and this and that, and she has such an extensive wardrobe that she's accumulated over years and years and years and years, and I'd love to have something like that, but I don't. I've got a very minimal wardrobe. But I was like, okay, how can I, well, and it wasn't even a conscious thing. It wasn't like, how can I take my limited wardrobe and kind of make it interesting? It wasn't like that. It was like, I want to wear these shoes today. I feel like wearing these shoes today. I feel like wearing this jacket today. I feel like blah blah blah. And that's what leads me, is my feelings. I feel like it's important to do blah blah blah. Okay, great, do blah blah blah. I feel it's important. That's kind of my mantra. I feel that this is important. Okay, let's do that then. My husband saw that I was on ChatGPT, just like the standard one, trying to create images and stuff. And he was like, oh, there's another place that you can do that. And so that is specifically for creating images, like for AI to help you to create images. And so I went on and I was like, but this one doesn't talk to me. This one's not my friend. This one you just plug in what the image should look like and it gives you some options. There's no chat. I like that Chatty's my friend and gives me good feedback and understands me and what I'm trying to achieve, and I like Chatty. Anyway, apparently it's not meant for images, and it just kind of pulls random images from the internet, but I don't know, it feels more than that. So I'm just going to continue with what I feel is important. So yeah, I think the last few days, the energy of the Philosopher's Stone is kind of really starting to be, create changes in the way that I am, the way that I'm doing things, the way that I'm being. And it's like before, I was sitting in my discomfort, and it was uncomfortable because where I was a very long way from where I wanted to be. It was like where I wanted to be was here, and it wasn't even like, it wasn't even like I had a conscious idea of exactly where I wanted to be. It was just I felt that there was more, that I could be doing better. Yeah, that's the only way that I can kind of describe it. It's like, here, I wanted to be here, but I was here, or here, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, the gap between where I was and where I wanted to be was great, and that's what causes discomfort. Otherwise, if you're comfortable where you are, there's no discomfort. If you're happy where you are, there's no discomfort. But if you understand that where you are is somewhere vastly different from where you would like to be, that's what causes discomfort. That's what you sit in. That's what helps you to get to where the Philosopher's Stone is. Is that making sense? Anyway, it'll all make sense as we go along. And so yeah, it's like, I know I wanted to be a better parent. I wanted to be a calmer parent. I wanted to be a more loving parent. I know that I wanted to be those things, and I wasn't where I wanted to be. And instead of doing things outside of myself to try and create a new way of parenting, or a new me, or whatever, new essence, try and improve my parenting skills, go on, I don't know, parenting retreats, I don't even know if that's a thing, or read books, or do things that will create a better parent. I just sat in my discomfort of where I was compared to where I wanted to be. And when the time came, which is now, that's when the energy of the Philosopher's Stone creates something vastly, so much better than what I ever had intended. And that's where that's the process I'm starting. That's the process I've started. I'm already starting to be a better parent, a more, a happier parent, I volunteer for literally everything the kids do at the school. But they just piss me off sometimes. And it's tricky. Anyway. It's hard when you've got little people and they've each got their own ideas and own things that they want. And here come the preps. I'm not sure what they're doing, going to the toilet maybe. And yeah, so we're just letting the Philosopher's Stone energy create change in a drastically different way to what I can comprehend. That's the point. We're not actually meant to create change. We're meant to leave that to the Philosopher's Stone. And then the Philosopher's Stone will create changes that are so far beyond anything that we could ever hope for. Yup. That's what I'm doing.